Good morning again. Welcome back. Here is McKinley in McKinley's room. And we're going to try to go over some of the information that we just talked about before on the audio clip. So we have for Lucas, it was going from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. And how many hours is that, McKinley? 1. Can you write down 1 over there? We're going to try to figure out for Craig. Craig is going from 2:09 to 3:39. From 2:09 to 3:09 is 1 hour. And from 39 to, if you subtracted 39 minus 9, if you did that, you would get 30. How much of an hour is 30 minutes, McKinley? Half an hour. Good. So it's 1. So this one would be a mixed number of 1 and 1/2. And then, if we're using the line plot that we have here on the next page, page 237, we would find the 1s, and we'd add an x on top of the 1. Could you add an x on top of the 1? They did the first 5 for you already, so you find the 1 over here and put an x on top of it. Yep, so we're going to put x up here on top of the 1. And then 1 and 1/2, we're going to put an x on top of 1 and 1/2. You see where 1 and 1/2 is? Yep, right there. Put an x there. Put an x on top of 1 and 1/2. Okay, so McKinley did a nice job with that. Let's slide you out of the way so they can see. So she put an x on top of 1 and an x on top of 1 and 1/2. Now we're going to go over some of the different terms that we have with line plots.
I know to do something.
First, we have maximum, the biggest number with an x so far. You're going to change this after you do the entire page on 236, but this one is going to be 2 because that's the biggest number. The smallest number with an x is 3/4. The range is looking at the biggest minus the smallest. If we subtracted 2 minus 3/4, we would get, it's going to be 2, so it's going to be 1 and something. In this case, it's going to be 1 and 1/4. A good way to visualize that would be if we had 2 of these boxes and we cut them into fourths. So if we have 2 and we take away 3/4, we get rid of this one and this one and this one. We're left with these, which are going to be 1 and 1/2 and 1/4. That's how I'm getting that. The mode is going to be which one occurs most often in this one. Right now, we would have 3/4 and 1. And then, oh geez, I can't write. 3/4. And then the median is trying to find the middle number. So middle number is going to be, so what I would do is look at the first x, cross that out. Last x, cross that out. Then go to the next x towards the beginning, which is here. Cross that out. Then cross this out. Cross the next x out in the beginning. The furthest one, we're left with this, which gives us 1 as the median. That is our middle number. Now McKinley and I are going to play a game. This is on page 238. So on 238, we have these different numbers. You're trying to figure out the factors. So remember the factors. If we had the number, let's say 15, for example, you're trying to figure out what times what will give us 15. And you could have 1 times 15. If it only had that, it would be prime. But this one is more than that because you could also do 3 times 5. So in this game, you would actually circle. So if McKinley chose 15 as her number, she would circle. Actually, let's say I chose 15. So if I chose 15 and I circle, I'm going to be the circle. Why don't you be triangles? And you do all the factors of 15. So you're going to put a triangle around 1 and 3 and 5. Right down here, sweetie. Make sure to slide down the way so they can see. So you're going to put a triangle around 1 and 3 and 5. So in this round, McKinley had 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 5 is 9 points, and I got 15, so I have dominated this round. Now she's going to pick a number for me to try to find the factors of. So go ahead and pick a number that doesn't have a circle or a triangle on. The best numbers in this game would be really big numbers get you a lot of points, but also numbers that have a lot of factors. And when you're picking it for your opponent,